Hello, this is Irene with SaugaTalks. Hello, hello. Hopefully everyone's doing well. And today we are here with Ed Peters, who is CEO and founder of Data Discovery Sciences. Hello, Ed. Thank you.
Hello, Irene.
Thank you. And Jim Sinur is today here. So Jim is an independent author. He's an analyst. He's a thought leader in technology. He's IT consultant. Jim, welcome back.
Thank you. You forgot troublemaker.
I forgot troublemaker, so I'm adding. I'm happy to add troublemaker, yes. So with this wonderful company today, so first of all, a couple words about SaugaTalks, because talking to our present audience and future audience, we need people to view this. It's gonna be fun. This is gonna be great. So I have my smiley guests today. We have enormous topic, I promise you. I'm gonna announce it in a second, I promise you. That's gonna be an interesting discussion. But most importantly, we do need comments and likes. As common as it sounds, we need likes, we need engagement, and we need views, and we need subscribers, okay? So pleading to all my friends, to all my colleagues, to Jim's friends, to Ed friends, we want this to grow, we want more interesting conversation, but for that, we need YouTube to promote these videos because this is valuable content, I believe, and my guests hopefully agree with me. So without any other interruption here, so here we're gonna talk about data science, we talk about models, we talk about observations that our knowledgeable guests acquired during past few weeks since we spoke last time. And it's important to kind of reconvene and understand, is the data getting better? And we will be talking about, yes, we'll be talking about pandemics and COVID-19. So is the data getting better? Are models getting better? Okay, are people getting better because we're finding more proof of such and such concepts? So we all, of course, want to see when we're gonna peak, when the better times will come. But for now, I'm giving the stage to Ed Peters. Ed, take it away.
Thank you. First of all, let's talk about models. Now, all of the comments we're seeing recently, from the White House press briefing to the even normal press, are about the models are wrong. The current models are wrong. Well, this shouldn't be surprising to anybody. And what I mean by that is there's this myth out there, I call it of mathematical, idolatry. We just look at all these models and we think that they come out of some type of computer machine learning. Oh my gosh, they're so smart, they must be right. Let's go back to the person who was one of the first mathematical modelers of note. That's Professor George Box from Northwestern. And he said, all models are wrong, but some are useful. Now, what did he mean by that? Well, first of all, there's a painting you may all know of back, from a painter named René Magritte, who was a Belgian surrealist. And the picture of a pipe, and it says in French underneath it, this is not a pipe. What did he mean? Is this some kind of trick? No. What he's saying is, this is a picture of a pipe. It's not a pipe. Well, that's the same thing about any one of these mathematical models we look at. And what Professor Box was driving at, this is not reality. It's a picture of reality that we build. And it's useful when it is actually representing what we see. And now what we know is that the first model that we looked at that drove all of the initial hysteria was the model built by the Imperial College of London. And if you take a look at the data from the model and the predictions, you'll see two things. Number one, they used the Chinese data set, which we know is false. Number two, they also had a small sample size of 60 plus patients or potential patients that they sampled coming off of airplanes. And they used those two data sets to come up with a model that wildly predicted the number of deaths that would occur and from the number of infections from COVID-19. Now, right there, we have a case of the model is wrong and off by an order of magnitude because the data were wrong. So we had a bad data set filtering into a model whose results are then necessarily were actionable input to making major policy decisions worldwide. Now, you take that fact, you match it with a press that wants to whip up hysteria, and what you wind up with is what we see today. And now there's a lot of backtracking on a lot of things because everybody's trying to go back and correct what I call that insight value chain.